Okay, welcome to the next segment. We're going to cover the craftsmanship, and this judge judges how well detailed you did the model, how much homework you did, and how much detail and time you put into this airplane. Okay, some airplanes don't have a lot of detail. Um, some airplanes have more detail than you think they have, and some airplanes have so much detail that you are well, you pretty much can't judge it really in its entirety in 15 minutes. So there's good and bad points to that. This is a warbird. This is the A6M50, owned by the Planes of Fame down in Chino. It's a very well documented airplane. There's hundreds of, or there's thousands of pictures out of this airplane. It's still flying to this day. Um, After its restoration, this is what it looked like. So the craftsmanship judge. So how well detailed did you do things? So the craftsmanship judge is going to be looking at panel lines, brake lines, jack points, fill ports, gas caps, that kind of thing, inspection panels, tie down hooks, and any other scale details, riveting, that kind of thing, has to be looked at by the craftsmanship judge. Another thing is the control rods and things for the airplane. Were they internal on the full size, and did you just put a Dubro horn and a piece of 440 rod to it and call it good? So this airplane was actually a Burt Baker Zero before Yellow got a hold of it, and it actually had some little bit better detailing at it at the time. So starting at the front, and if you will notice here, the camera is quite a bit closer, about 4 feet, and that's where craftsmanship is judged from. Can't touch it, but you can walk around it no closer than 4 feet and look at all the detailing. So, and another little trick that I do is for this part of it, since you've already gotten the side views and stuff, go ahead and open the cockpit. Show that they took the time to make a sliding canopy. Okay, so static prop. Did they make a static prop? It's okay if it's a non-flying prop. Does it got the screw heads and or rivets detail? These were all screw heads, so they're raised, and those are all there. It's got the gun troughs. It's got detailing all over here. It's got the simulated cowl latches. There was 2 in the front here and 2 in the back. Okay. If you'll notice in here, it's got brake lines. Are those simulated kind of in the right place, right size? Okay. It's got scissor struts. The Japanese, for whatever reason, the scissor went off to the side. The American stuff was usually in the front or back. I've seen both. But they put the scissor off to the side. So is that correct? And it is. Okay. They also did some gear door detailing. It's got the stiffener ribs down inside there. Okay. Are the wheel wells detailed? Which these are. Okay, so we're looking at all that detail. I can tell you that, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's simulated flush rivets all over the canopy for each individual window pane. And it's got rivet and panel line detailing all over it. Okay? So, from the side view, as the craftsmanship judge is walking around, you'll notice that these are raised access panels here and here. You can see that they simulated the little auxiliary venting in there. Okay, it's got the simulated fastener, the cowl latches here. Okay, pitot tube. And I'm going to tell on this airplane. This is where one of the dings is. The Japanese Zero actually had external actuator rods for their ailerons. They put a little fairing over the top of it, which is here on the model, but then he just used a model type clip and an attachment, and that's not scale. I would ding that a 1/2 point. Okay. Detailing though, it's got a sliding canopy. Like I said, he's got all the riveting detail there. I'll show you a top view here real quick. But there's riveting detail all over. All these, where these fairings were, is all riveted. The panel lines are here, 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 and it matches the 3 views. Detailing. Is this got the right fork on it on the tail wheel? Is it the, this one's actually, and you're not supposed to touch it, but I will tell you that it's actually shock absorbing. Things like that. Other things you're looking for from the craftsmanship judge is most warbirds had a fairly tight hinge gap. They were cupped so that the aileron fit into the control surfaces fit into the, like this, and then the hinges were offset so that it operated like that. And that's what is done here actually. And on the 3 views, it's indicated that this one actually has the correct number and location of the hinges, which are not equidistant. Okay, and they are relieved in there like the full size. Okay, I got enough time. The other detailing point too, which on the head front shot I should have said too. How's is there a dummy radial inside there? That is, how well done is that? That's part of craftsmanship. If they just didn't do it at all, or did they take the time